Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Upgraded than Yesterday. Today we are going to learn about the internal implementation of HashMap. HashMap is a widely used data structure in Java, used to store data in key value pairs. It is part of Java Collections framework under package java.util and implements the map interface. Basic structure. Internally, a HashMap is implemented as an array of nodes, where each node stores a key value pair, and each position of the array is called the bucket. Look at this class node. It has 4 attributes: the hash code of the key object, the associated value, and the reference to the next node in case of collision. Since it's an array of nodes, so the index or the position of the bucket will be calculated using the logic index is equal to hash code of key and operation n-1. Here the hash code key method returns an integer value based upon the internal algorithm, and it is guaranteed that same hash code will be generated every time for the same key. Also, initially the value of n will be 16, and the bitwise AND operation is to ensure the distribution of entries across the buckets. Load factor. Initially the array size will be 16, but the array size will be increased to double when it exceeds the threshold. This threshold is calculated with the help of given load factor. The default value is 0.75. So the equation is threshold is equal to capacity multiplied by load factor. Here the default capacity, initially it will be 16 multiplied by the load factor 0.75. So we are getting threshold as a 12. That means after 12 elements are added in the array, a new array will be created with a new size 32, which is double to the initial value 16, and all the existing elements will be rehashed in the new array. Let's understand the internal working of put method. Let's consider this example where we are putting 3 key value pairs to the HashMap. Look at this class HashMap demo. Here we are creating a new HashMap, so the capacity will be 16 and the load factor will be 0.75, and we are putting 3 values. That is map.put key is cat and value is 1, map.put key is car and the value is 2, map.put key is dog, value is 5. Since we have created a HashMap, so an array of nodes with default size 16 will be initialized internally. Since it's an array of objects, so by default all the buckets will have null values. Now let's put the first entry. Map.put key is cat and value is 1. Internally, following operation will get executed. At first, it will calculate the hash code for the key cat using the method hash code, and suppose the calculated hash code for the key cat is 118. Then it will calculate the bucket position with the help of the calculated hash code. For the hash code 118, the bucket position will be 6. So the node object will look like hash code is equal to 118, key is cat, value is 1, next reference will be null. Look at the animation. At the bucket position 6, the node object for the key cat will be added. Let's put the second entry. Map.put key is car and value is 2. Internally, as we have already discussed, at first it will calculate the hash code for the key car using the method hash code, and suppose the calculated hash code for the key car is 115. Then it will calculate the bucket position with the help of calculated hash code. For the hash code 115, the bucket position will be 3. So the node object will look like hash code is 115, key is car, value is 2, next reference will be null. Look at the animation. At the bucket position 3, the node object for the key card will be added. Let's put the last entry. Map.put key is dog and value is 5. Internally, as we have seen before, at first it will calculate the hash code for the key dog using the method hash code, and suppose the calculated hash code for the key dog is 118. For the hash code 118, the bucket position will be 6. So the node object will look like hash code will be 118, key is dog, value is 5, next reference will be null. But look at the bucket position 6. It is already holding a node object for the key cat. This situation is called collision. In this case, nodes are stored in the form of linked list or red black tree. Look at the animation. The next pointer of node object key cat will hold the node object of key dog. This is how collision is resolved. Before Java 8, the collision were managed using linked list, but since Java 8, if the size of the linked list grows more than 8 nodes, the linked list is converted to a red black tree for faster lookup, that is big of log n. Let's understand the internal working of get method. As of now, we have a hash map populated with 3 key values as shown in the diagram. Now let's try to execute the get method for the key card. When the get method is executed, following things will happen internally. Firstly, it will calculate the hash code for the given car key. As we have seen during the put method explanation, the hash code for the key car is 115. Next, the position of the bucket will be calculated using the above hash code, and it will be 3. Now it will go to the bucket position 3 and get the node object. If the node object is present, look at the animation, here it is present, it will compare the given key with the key present in the node object. Here both keys are same, so it will return the value from the node object, that is 2. Let's execute get method for another key, that is dog. As discussed above, it will calculate the hash code first, and it will be 118 here, and the bucket position for this hash code will be 6. Now it will go to the bucket position 6 and get the node object. Look at the diagram. Here a list of node objects are present. So it will pick the first node object and compare the given key with the key present in the node object. Here the given key is dog, but the key present in the first node is cat. Since both keys are not same, so it will move to the next node and compare the keys. Here both keys are same, so it will return the value from the node object, that is 5. At last, let's execute the get method for another key upgraded than yesterday. As discussed, hash code will be calculated as 200 and the bucket position will be 8. Now it will go to the bucket position 8 and will not find any node object, so it will return null. Hope you got the idea how the HashMap works internally. As of now, this much only. Thank you.